Hi, my name is Amy Weber. I am co-founder of Speak, Learn, and Play, and I am a child therapist and a parent coach. This month at Speak, Learn, and Play, we are talking all about expression. And today I want to talk about something that every parent and every adult encounters sooner or later: big feelings and big expressions. You know the kinds of moments that I mean: the stomp, the shout, the door slam, the everything is ruined forever moment over the wrong color cup. When these moments happen, it's easy to feel like our job is to stop the behavior immediately. But here's the shift I want to offer today. Intense emotions need containment, not punishment, because expression, yes, even very messy expression, is often how the nervous system releases pressure. When kids are feeling overwhelmed, their brain and body are trying to do something very basic: regulate. So, today we're going to talk about understanding expressive outbursts, the power of co regulation and sensory recovery, how to validate the feeling while still setting safe boundaries, and helping kids find safe outlets for big emotional energy. So, let's jump in. We are going to start with a very important reframe, and that is that most emotional outbursts are not acts of disrespect. They're acts of dysregulation. When a child is overwhelmed, the thinking part of the brain, which is the part responsible for reasoning, perspective, and self control, goes temporarily offline. Instead, the brain shifts into survival mode. And that's when we see behaviors like yelling, crying, throwing things, running away, collapsing, or shutting down. These reactions aren't strategic, they're nervous system responses. We want to think about emotions like pressure building inside a shaken soda bottle. Eventually, the lid pops. That explosion is not the child deciding to be difficult, it's the nervous system trying to release pressure. That does not mean that all expressions are okay, but it does mean that punishment alone doesn't solve the underlying problem, because punishment addresses the behavior while the nervous system is still overwhelmed. What kids need first is containment, a calm adult who helps the moment feel manageable. Before kids can regulate themselves, they often need to borrow calm from someone else, and that is called co regulation. It looks like an adult bringing steadiness into the storm, not by lecturing, not by escalating, but by grounding the moment. Sometimes that might sound like, "I'm right here. Your body is really overwhelmed right now. Let's slow things down." The goal isn't to immediately fix the feeling, it's to help the nervous system settle enough for thinking to return. For many kids, especially neurodivergent kids, regulation is also sensory. The body needs to discharge the emotional energy. That might look like squeezing a pillow, pushing against a wall, taking deep pressure hugs, jumping, pacing, moving, breathing slowly together. We often think calming down means being still and quiet. But for many kids, calming down actually requires movement and sensory input. The body releases stress before the mind can regroup. So, how can we validate feelings while still setting safe boundaries? One of the biggest parenting fears is this: if I validate the feeling, am I approving the behavior? The answer is no. We can accept the emotion while guiding the behavior. For example, you're really angry right now. I can see that. And then I cannot let you throw things, or it makes sense that you're frustrated, followed by I won't let you hit me. This combination does two powerful things. First, it tells the child your feelings are real and understandable. And second, it tells the child, and we still need to keep people safe. Validation builds connection, boundaries build safety. Kids need both. How can we help kids find safer outlets for big energy? Once that storm passes, and it often takes much, much longer than we think that it should or that we want it to. But once that storm passes, we can help kids learn better ways to release big emotions. The key word here is after the moment, not during. During a meltdown, the brain is not ready for coaching, but afterwards, we can explore together. Next time your anger gets that big, what might help your body? Some kids discover that they need to stomp their feet or tear paper, squeeze putty, run laps down the hallway, yell into a pillow, draw their feelings. Big emotions often need big outlets. The goal is not to make the emotions smaller. It's to help kids learn safe ways to move them through the body. So, if there is one idea that I hope stays with you from today, it is this: big feelings need guidance, not suppression. Expression is often the nervous system trying to release pressure. When adults respond with calm containment, validation, and clear boundaries, kids slowly learn my feelings aren't dangerous. And also, I can express them in ways that keep people safe. That is the long term goal, not perfect behavior, but growing emotional skill. And every messy moment is part of that learning process. Thank you so much for being here today and for the care you bring to supporting kids through their biggest feelings. See you soon.